Could we be headed for a government shutdown, all because of, well, at least in part because of where the FBI is headquartered? Punchbowl News is reporting that is possible. So joining us now to explain, Punchbowl News co-founder and MSNBC political contributor Jake Sherman. This sounds a little ridiculous, Jake. Why does moving the FBI have anything to do with funding the government?
Well, it's one snag, Katie, in a broader picture of just chaos in the government funding process. Now, remember, President Trump has long wanted to move the FBI building from its headquarters on Pennsylvania Avenue to now, he says, the Ronald Reagan building, which is just a couple blocks away, a stone's throw from the White House. The only problem is the government has decided, and Congress has passed laws indicating that the FBI, if it were to be moved, which a lot of people believe it should be moved to Maryland, which is what the GSA, which decides these matters, has decided in a long, competitive, and arduous bidding process. And just today, Katie, in a meeting of the Appropriations Committee, which decides how to spend the government's money, there was an amendment passed that basically said any money in regards to moving the FBI has to be used to move it to Maryland. Now, I'll just say a few things here. I think the government shutdown picture is a lot more complicated than just the FBI building. The government shutdown picture there's a few reasons why I think the government is possible to shut down. Number one, Chuck Schumer kept it open last time and did so got a lot of flack for doing so. I don't think he's going to want to get that flack again. There is nothing that Democrats can want that Republicans and Donald Trump would be willing to give them to keep the government open. So I think we're headed for probably a more contentious than usual government funding process. And this is not that far away, Katie. It's September 30th. I think there's 21 days for Congress to be in session between now and then to avert a shutdown.
So remind me again what vote counts are needed in order to fund the government?
Yes. Sure. A simple majority in the House, which is Johnson has, I think, a 2-seat margin now since Mark Green of Tennessee left. Now, it depends on attendance. Could be 1, or could be 3, depending on Democrats, but roughly 2. And in the Senate, you need 60 votes to fund the government to overcome a filibuster. So you need every Republican plus 7 or more Democrats. I just think that's very tough. That's very tough, especially, by the way, Katie, with what Trump wants to do with funding.
Are the Republicans all on the same page about how they want to fund the government?
No, of course not. Not at all. There's going to be a lot of disagreements on that, on everything from the level of spending to cuts to social policy to domestic policy, the board, everything. Everything's going to be on the table. This is where a lot of these issues get litigated. So, no, they're not on the same page. And, yes, there will be a ton of intra-party fights on the Republican side.
Are there going to be folks like Chip Roy saying we need to cut more now that we've added more to the deficit in the big, beautiful bill?
Chip Roy is going to fold because that's what he usually does. But I think he's going to make a lot of noise about this, and so are other conservatives. But the argument I expect Donald Trump will make is we can't let the government shut down. And remember, Katie, I'll just say this. A government shutdown would be very painful for Democrats because Trump would make it painful. And what he would do, and remember, the Pentagon just got $150 billion in extra cash. So the military is funded. The military is flush with cash right now. It's domestic programs that would be hit the hardest.
So there's also something else that's going on in Congress that I think is interesting, and I'd love for you to explain the context. And this is what Senator Van Hollen is doing on Jeffrey Epstein. He's offering an amendment related to Epstein, calling on Attorney General Pam Bondi to retain, preserve, and compile any records or evidence related to any investigation, prosecution, or incarceration of Jeffrey Epstein. Why is he wading into this?
I think because it throws things off track, to be honest with you. That's my guess. And this is first of all, this amendment passed. So let's say that this amendment passed just about an hour ago. I think it's just to throw another wrench in the process. I think it's to highlight that the Trump administration has not, as they promised, has not released the Epstein documents. And that's something that Republicans have been eagerly awaiting for many years. And I think Chris Van Hollen is trying to play on some of those Republican divisions and Republican anger over that issue.
Maybe throwing some chum in the water there. Jake Sherman,
right.
thank you so
That's
much
right. Thanks,
for
Katie.
joining.